OK, we're going to close the programme this morning by talking to Angela Levin. The royal biographer has lots of royal anecdotes for us this morning. Good morning to you, Angela.
Good morning.
Lots coming to us from Montecito, I believe.
Yes, Montecito. I have to say, the jam issue is
It's all very WI, isn't it?
Well, it's ridiculous. Now there's a picture of a friend of hers who's lying on the grass, cuddling a bowl in which the jam is placed in the middle with lemons around it, and a dog lying next to her. So she's holding this as if it's someone else that she really loves. I think, well, Meghan would have organised that because she'd have given her the present. I think this is too far. I mean, it's jam.
It's stupid as well.
Yes.
I mean, you know, if any of us were to bring out a product, you know, Isabella might associate with jam. I could see how that would
Sticky
work.
Jam.
Yeah, but Meghan Markle, why?
Well, what was her website called? Twiggy or Tiggy?
No,
or
I've got it down because I can't remember. America. Oh, Tig, the Tig.
Tig. She used to be quite, a lifestyle guru pre-Harry. So she's trying to go back to look at what I'm wearing, look at what I'm eating. I can get everybody to buy my product.
And what the chickens should have in my garden.
Do you actually think jam crosses her lips? Would you?
Of course, way too much sugar
but
in
they
there.
also say it comes from her garden. I mean, how many strawberries has she got? Does it mean 50 people, that's only enough for them? It's not going to have thousands of people asking for jam. We won't have it. And there is a thing that she was cross that, she said, jealousy, really, that King Charles brings in all the food and the jam things to make from somewhere else. He doesn't do it himself or get his staff to do it. Of course
the
not.
Duchy of Cornwall or whatever it is...
They get all the material arriving and then they sell it.
It's not from Cornwall.
No, not necessarily. Whoever will do it. But he gives it all the money to charity, right?
Yes, yes.
All this money is for Meghan. And it's sold out. People have thought, well, actually, if we are going to get jam, if that's what's trendy, let's get it from the king, not from Meghan.
Not her.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So meanwhile, we've got all that going on this week, and then you've got Harry, who's decided his residence is. Explain to me, America.
Yes, he had to sign a form, and he had to say where his proper home is, and he signed it for America. Now, this was signed over a year ago, but only came to light a couple of weeks ago.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, what that means is how cunning it was, and why on earth was he struggling to get protection for four of them, the two kids and Meghan, if he really was hardly going to be here. I think it's so that if he got what he wanted, they could travel the world without trying to get the proper protection that he wants, because it's the best protection here. He can't have it because he's not a working royal. And the people who are underneath are very good, but you can't... they can't carry guns, and Harry's furious about this. So I think it's very sneaky. I think it's very unpleasant to do that to his family. He's done enough for them. And it's quite a shock to know that he's now left all his connection with the UK without saying anything about it.
What about Prince Louis? I believe we've got a milestone coming up.
Prince Louis will be 6 tomorrow.
Well, that usually means we get a photograph or something.
You get a photograph. And I hope that his mummy is there with him. You know, even if she's sitting there or looking at him, even if you get a side view, you don't want to start criticising her.
It's a statement.
It would be wonderful. That it's an opportunity for her to be with him and show him off, because he's a sweetheart, isn't he, really? A mischievous sweetheart. And she'll be there as well. And I think we will all feel... hooray, you know.
Now, the King has outlined that he's going to step up his business commitments, if you can call Royal Ascot business. Royal Ascot's part of them. Trooping of the Colour?
Yeah, Trooping the Colours 3 days before, then he wants to do that. But it's really to show how much his gratitude is to the Queen, because she'll have lots of her horses running, and he wants to be there to actually... do that.
Isn't it? Camilla looks after all that stable now, doesn't she?
Yes, she's very keen. She loves it. So I think she'll certainly be there as long as he is. But I just hope that he's not pushing himself too far too quickly, because there's loads of people there. And you hear all these stories of people coming back with all sorts of germs I just hope that he doesn't push himself. But I think they feel that they need to say when he's sort of coming back, or they hope he's coming back, so people don't get too anxious again. That's why he's in a car going back and forth to London, where he could take a helicopter, so he can wave at lots of people so they know he's still there. Yeah.
I saw him driving in a few weeks ago. I was driving on the M4 out of London, and I saw him whizzing in for presumably one of his cancer appointments. Yes. And he looked very red in the face, I have to say, red in the face. But, you know, good to see that he was...
Yes.
So the visibility was there, the fact that you could see into this
Well, it was gridlock, really, and he was just very slowly moving through with the convoy.
But he was in a big car.
Yeah, he was in the full, you know...
Rolls-Royce type thing.
Yeah, with the flag and everything.
Bentley, yes.
And that's deliberate to be seen.
Yes, I was told that. So that people do see him, that know he's still, you know... getting going and doing things.
Angela, talking about doing things, yesterday in Rutland, and we featured on the programme today, there was an unveiling of a statue of Queen Elizabeth II.
Yes.
My goodness me, as you can see here from these pictures, very, very popular. The people were really, I think a lot of people were not only very happy, but they were quite emotional about all of this.
Yes, and they all bought corgis. Loads of them bought loads of corgis, and some of the corgis got up to the corgis that were part of the statue.
Oh, there is a corgi in the statue, I see.
Yeah, there's three. There's three of them.
Oh, lovely.
Two at the bottom, and one sort of putting his nose up her skirt.
Oh, I see. That's a corgi. I thought it was just a ruffle. I totally missed that. I know the real corgis, but there were some actual... sculptured ones as well.
I have to say, I don't think it very much looks like her, but that doesn't matter. This is the first one that's done after her death. But yes, it doesn't quite... You know, you see the way people make things. It either is absolutely brilliant, or you wouldn't guess who they were if you weren't there. But I've only seen it on a newspaper, so I'm not
seen
sure.
a lot of football statues recently, and I would be very happy if that likeness was me. Because, so, as you say, so often you think, who is that? Is that Ronaldo?
But, you know, funnily enough, if you see, say, Princess Victoria or Queen Victoria, I think that's what she looked like, because I've seen all the statues, but perhaps that wasn't a true likeness either.
True. That's very true. But I think it's lovely that they have got a nice big one with a big dress and a smile.
Yes.
And the things that she cared about most, really, the corgis.
Yeah.
Well,
it's really, really nice.
People seem to be loving it. Angela Levin, thank you very much indeed for that royal insight. Thank you very much indeed.